Hello all. I've been nominated by BA Gardener for this questions and answers to do with the allotment. So I've got my list already here. But let me just get myself a drink because I get a bit dry when I'm talking. So, you know, I've got my own supply in my office here. Just look at that, folks. Homemade. There you are. Cheers. Lovely. Okay, let's get on with these then. So, question one. We are recording, yeah. How long have you had an allotment for? Basically 4.5 years, folks. I had it since June 2011. Okay, how long did you have to wait for your allotment? Not long at all, folks. Basically what I did, I sent, I went onto the internet and I did a search for all the villages around, and then I went onto their parish websites and I applied for an allotment at them all. And believe it or not, there was only one who bothered to reply, and that was in the next village, and that's where I've got my allotments now. Only took 1 week. Where did you learn about... Well, this is question 3. Where did I learn about gardening? Right. Basically, from my parents. That was mostly my parents. Magazines and YouTube. I was brought up from an early age, well, ever since I was born really. We had a garden. Half was lawn and flowers, the other half was a vegetable patch, and it was probably about 100 feet long. So, and I suppose the veg patch was maybe, it was half, it kind of, the garden went like that sort of thing. So I suppose at one end it was only 10 foot wide, at the other end it might have been 15 or 20 feet wide. And basically my parents looked after that, and I would have to help, you know, with things like the picking, you know, because we had raspberries, we had gooseberries, I had to dig up the potatoes, we had the strawberries. Would have to every year would have to move those along. Well, not every year, every 2 or 3 years it was, you know. So we'd bring another lot on, and they'd be stepped down the garden. Things like peas, broad beans, I'd have to pick all those. So basically I learnt all about the picking side, and that. I didn't really have anything to do with the sowing or the planting, apart from I did have a little dabble with strawberries, and I did try and sell a few strawberry runners locally, and that was at a young age. I was probably only about 10. Oh, just going to have a... throat's getting dry, folks. Oh, lovely. Right. Question 4. Do you plan to winter garden? Not really, no. Only thing I've got growing over winter is flowers what come in the kind of come out in February, March onwards time. You know, things like pansies and polyanthers. I grow those from seed. Lots of bulbs, but otherwise, as far as veg side goes, no. it's partly on purpose because I like to have a bit of a break during the winter so I can get on with some of my other interests. You've probably already seen on my YouTube channel I like to paint. There's other things what I like to do as well. So basically no. What's been my question? Hang on a minute. Question 5. What has been your biggest success this year or ever? This year it has to be flowers. It's the first time that I've actually grown dahlias from seed, and they were fantastic. I passed them around to different people at the allotment, and they thought how beautiful they've been. Also the cornflowers, the various poppies, and numerous other flowers, the perennials, they've just been a great success. All new to me, and something I'll be definitely growing lots of in the future. The only thing stopping, well, there's only 2 things that are stopping me, and space and money to money basically to buy the soil and what have you. You know, it's that's the biggest thing. So if you want to buy painting, folks, I've got a eBay shop now, Julie Drake Artist. Just do a search, you'll find me. Right, okay, what are we on now? Question 6. What's been your biggest gardening disaster this year? Gotta be tomatoes, folks. 43 plants got, all 43 of my plants got blight. That was blight at home, on outside in the allotment, and also in the polytunnel. So I got very few tomatoes this year. Question 7. Do you have a tried and true crop variety that you always grow? Yes, strawberries. I like my strawberries. And you know, I initially grew them for my parents, but I've took a liking to them as well. Sorry folks, don't know what that noise was. I think it was the wind. Yeah, so strawberries. And now I've started doing winemaking, they'll be used in that as well. So whereas previous years I've had a record number of strawberries, too many to pick, to use, it's not going to be such a problem now because they'll be used in that process. Question 8. Are you planning on trying anything new next year? Yes, most certainly. Lots more flowers. Maybe some more fruit because I've got to think about the winemaking now. But it depends really on space. My allotment's pretty full, so it depends if I can find another allotment somewhere where they haven't got so many restrictions as they do. I mean, I could pick one up in my village, but there's so many restrictions, it's just not worth having one. Question 9. How do you preserve your crops? Basically, I freeze them, and next year there'll be a lot used in the winemaking process, so that's the 2 places where they'll go. Plus we eat them fresh. Well, I don't, apart from potatoes. Question 10. What's your favourite meal to cook with veg from the plot? Right, folks. For me, it's roast. It's a roast dinner without the veg. Because if you don't already know me, I'm not a veg eater. I grow the stuff. I'm not too fond of it. I mean, I will have a few. Eat a few peas or carrots or some cabbage, but to be honest with you, if I can get away without it, then I won't have it. So that's basically my 10 questions, folks. Oh, yummy, yummy. Right then, so who would I like to nominate? Well, I've gone through my friends list, folks, and people who I would have probably nominated have already been nominated. So anyway, well, some of them I should say, not all of them. So these are, I've picked out 5. Nigel Deacon, because obviously it's nice probably to know his story behind his Apple history and what have you. Claire's allotment, Aaron's allotment, Jane Kelly, and Vivi Gregory. That's my 5, folks. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope I've done this all okay, and look forward to hearing your stories. Bye.